What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Wind Waker HD. Last time we left off here at the beginning of Ganon's Tower, and just taking a listen to that music, that very ominous and even familiar theme of Ganondorf, we know the terror and the peril that lie in wait for us the moment that we open this door. Actually, if you take a look at the door itself, you can already get a glimpse at the terror and peril that lie await, or that await us behind this door. But anyway, we did not come here to admire this interesting looking door, but rather we came to save Princess Zelda from the wicked hands of Ganondorf himself. So let's go ahead and do just that. Now, before you enter any of these doors to our side, I would highly recommend that you break some of these skulls so that you can find some magic potions, because believe me, you will need magic later on. And I missed a pot over here, a little jug if you will. But anyway, let's go ahead and enter this one here first, and we will fight this bokoblin over here. Now, if you take a look actually around this area, this area is very similar to Dragon Roost Cavern. Just the orange glow that the lava causes and the smoke that rises from the lava itself. It really gives off a Dragon Roost Cavern feel. But anyway, a few hints about this room. Because let me tell you that this is my third or fourth time recording this episode because of how many times I messed up in this room. So, tip number one is that you should take out your arrow. Actually, no, this will be tip number one, okay? Tip number one is that you break some of these jars so that you can get some magic and arrows. And I believe that you can even find a fairy in one of them. There you go, a fairy. And I believe that that will it'll come very much in handy because we were at 3 hearts just now and now we are back to full health. But anyway, I want you guys to take your arrows and aim at the skulls on top of these grappling hook branches, because they are actually bubbles in disguise. Can you believe these guys? They are trying to throw us off by disguising themselves as just regular objects. These guys are absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, that's tip number 1 and 2. Destroy the pots is number 1, and then take care of the bubbles on top of the grappling hook branches is number 2. But now that I think about it, in all honesty, we don't need to destroy the bubbles that are on top of branches 1 and 2, because we won't really be using them. What you can do is first use the water jug in order to make a platform, and then on the way down to that platform over there, you can just use your ice arrows. It'll be very handy. It is such a good idea to do so, and I highly recommend that you do it for the rest of your lives. That makes no sense whatsoever. But anyway, I mean, really, when do the things that I say ever make sense? Come on, you guys know me too well already. I know that some of you guys know me pretty well because you guys are such faithful fans, but in all honesty, I haven't been such a faithful content creator. As I said in the last episode, I kind of disappeared for around half a year without even saying a word. But I apologize for that. Anyway, before we make our way to this side of the room, first, go back to regular arrows, because killing the bubbles with ice arrows is simply a waste of magic. You know? And one thing that you want to be careful is when you like switch views, don't take out your sword, because it's just gonna make you fall like that. That was absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why that had to happen. It really is a shame. And I'm telling you, this room has been giving me such a hard time for the last hour or so. I am not kidding when I said that I have had to record this episode over and over again. Plus, the whole me setting up this face cam is kind of new, so that also has been taking a bit of time. So that's part of the reason why I've been having to record this multiple times. This time, Link, I do not want you to roll, okay? Just land on the platform, okay? Take out your ice arrows, and then just walk across to this middle one. I don't know why this is so hard. Really, guys, this is not something that is supposed to be hard. It really isn't, okay? It's just that I'm making this a lot harder than it needs to be. And one of my good friends, Professor Powerline, who is also not only a Let's Player, but a streamer, was watching one of my Majora's Mask streams, right? And I was fighting Twin Rolva. I believe that that's his name, right? Or the boss in the Stone Tower Temple, pretty much. And I was talking with him the other day, and he was saying that the way that I was fighting that boss was a lot more complicated than it had to be. So it seems like I just tend to overcomplicate things. And I'm gonna try not to do that from now on, because I know that watching a Let's Player that looks like he doesn't know what he's doing can be one of the most frustrating things ever. So I will try to not do that anymore. Frustrate you guys. Because I frustrate myself, so I can only imagine how many times I've frustrated you guys over the course of these last few episodes. But anyway, entering this room, we find Goma? This doesn't make any sense. Why are we fighting Goma once again? And why did I just let him hit me? But anyway, if you pause your game here, you will see that, you will see that a lot of the items that you obtained after Dragon Roost Cavern are now gone, which basically means that you need to beat Goma using the items that you retrieved from Dragon Roost Island, which is, of course, the grappling hook. So let's go ahead and do that, you know, without getting hit. Wow, I am off to a really bad start here, guys. I don't really need to tell you that. You can already see that. So, of course, just like how you beat Goma before, you need to destroy his external shell, just in case, you know, some of you guys forgot. Which I'm sure that's not the case! Oh my goodness, what just happened? That was kind of funny. That's never happened to me before. I think it's just the fact that I'm recording myself and, you know, I kind of need to focus on two things at once. That is the life of a Let's Player. He multitasks. Or she multitasks. You know, gender equality. But anyway, we can go ahead and just do the same exact things that we did the last time that we fought Goma. So just grapple onto... Oh, move! Grapple onto this guy's tail once again. This guy's tail is... this guy's name is Valu anyway. The guy with the tail. If you will remember, his name is Valu. And you can hear him crying in agony, just like how he was before. I guess the whole black and white deal that we've got going on here is like... It's taking place in the past, you know? It's the exact same fight as it was before. Nothing much has changed, aside from the fact that we are now much stronger, if you know what I mean. We have more hearts. I can't say that we have more items, though, because our items were taken away from us for this fight. But I can't really say much about this fight. It's really the same old thing as I've been saying. Alright, Goma, what you got? What you got for me? Nothing new, of course. So let's just finish this guy. This is getting a little bit boring now. Let me grab you, man. Let me attack you with my master sword. You know what? I think that fighting the bosses should be a lot quicker, because we do have the master sword now, which deals a lot more damage than the sword that we had during the Goma fight. You know, in the actual Dragon Roost Cavern. You know what I mean? Because last time we fought Goma, just to clarify, the last time that we fought Goma, remember, we only had the regular sword that you obtained from Outset Island. So that's what I meant. But anyway, let's continue on. We took care of 1/4 of this part of the dungeon here, so let's continue on to the next fourth. And I believe that it will function the exact same way. Yeah. Now this time, this part of the dungeon is themed just like the Forest Haven. What was the name of the actual dungeon? I think that the Forest Haven was the name of the place where the Deku Tree was located at, right? But that wasn't the actual name of the dungeon itself. But just like in the Forest Haven, I'll just call it the Forest Haven, you will use your Deku Leaf to propel that spinning thing. I'll just call it a propeller, that's what it is. And you will jump onto this platform and make your way across. Nothing new here. Although I just realized that I probably should have broken those objects over there so that I could have more magic, you know. I know that I'm going to be using my Deku Leaf here. And, ooh, I'm gonna need to blow my wind all the way over there. There you go. And here it comes. Here comes the platform. Man, I remember the last time that we were here. It doesn't really feel like all that long ago to me, but I mean, I know that it was all that long ago. It was like, when did I record this? I remember I think it was sometime in the summer, so it really was that long ago. But anyway, I think that it's about time that we finished Wind Waker, you know, because we've been playing Wind Waker for the longest time. we've been playing Wind Waker for the longest time. Remember, first we started out with the GameCube version. Yeah. That was the very first Let's Play on my channel. And I didn't complete that, by the way, because I ended up getting Wind Waker HD. So yeah, I'm kind of sniffing here because of my allergies. It's springtime already, guys. I have allergies in springtime, so have mercy on me. Oh man, and I did take my allergy medicine. I know that the last thing that you guys want is to hear me sniffing into the microphone because that's pretty nasty. I mean, if I were watching a Let's Player and he was all sniffing into the microphone, like, you know, that would be really gross and nasty, and it'd make me think, wow, I don't want to watch this guy ever again. And I hope that you guys don't feel that way towards me. Have mercy! This is getting really tedious. You know, the moment that you fall, like you get really frustrated because you know that you're gonna have to do it all over again. And then what's worse is that if you die to any of the bosses past these rooms, you know, just like with Goma, if you were to die with Goma, then you would have to start everything, like in that room that was themed off of a Dragon Roost Cavern. You'd have to do all that stuff with the grappling hook all over again. And you can't get me, P-Hat! That guy can't get me. Those P-Hats are really annoying. But I believe that if you just use your hook shot on him, then it shouldn't really be a problem. Alright, so, you guys remember what we have to do with this guy? We have to use our boomerang and just break his tentacles, yeah? And nothing much has changed. I can't say that the bosses are any harder than they were before. I mean, I think that would have been a good idea. Nintendo, I think it would have been a little bit more fun if the bosses were a little bit harder than they were the first time that you fought them. Don't you guys agree? But anyway, I'm not gonna complain because I just... Come on! No! It's just like last time. I remember this episode. This was like way back, episode 20 plus or 30 plus, but I would not move quick enough. I just wanted to land as many sword hits on this guy as possible while his little flower was open, you know? But I've really got to be more wise, more strategic about these boss battles. And it looks like I'm going to have to use my very first portion of Grandma's hearty soup. But that's okay. We've still got the second portion. Alright, anyway, let me just stop talking, if that's possible. Really. I know that's... it's happened before. Like, there would be times when I would ask people to critique my Let's Plays, right? And there have already been some people that are saying, wow, man, you talk way too much. There's nothing wrong with, you know, just chilling out a little bit and not talking just a little bit, you know? People say that I'm actually scared to stop talking, like I'm scared of the dead silence. And in all honesty, when I started out, yeah, I was a little bit afraid of the dead silence. Actually, still to this day, I'm a little bit nervous about my commentary being totally silent. But, you know, I think that that's just my style of Let's Playing. Everyone has their own style when it comes to Let's Playing, or really any form of video editing or video making or other types of art, if you know what I mean. But anyway, it looks like this is where I'm going to conclude the episode. Thank you guys so much once again for tuning in. It is so good to be back. I will see you guys in the next episode. So until then, take care.